Geoff, 3 wins on the backs, but this one meant a lot.
Yeah, it's the one. Let's be honest. Everyone wanted to see as soon as the league was announced in terms of the 22 teams, and then obviously we knew Clapton's going to be in our league. It's the one I see everyone wanted. Like I was saying, fixture was out. It's the one a lot of people penciled in. So it's a derby, and as you know, it means a lot to the players and the fans. So if there's one game you want to win all season, it's this one, isn't it? So and as usual with our late sort of drama, we love it at home. We brought it at home, but it's a well-deserved victory. I mean, you to watch the game. You know, I thought we were a better team throughout. They had spells, and they would do. They've got a few good players, but all in all, I think it showed our maturity, especially that first half and back to the second half. You know, the goal we conceded, like a set piece, but that these things can happen at this sort of level. But all in all, like I said, it was a good performance, front to back. You know, the players, credit to them, a real big shift considering Saturday was a similar game in terms of a lot of players, happy energy, enthusiasm and stuff. So our players had to do a big shift, obviously like Briggs as well, and a few others. Work rate, you know, to match them is really difficult, but they put it in, and they did it obviously for the fans and the occasion, and you know, this is history. So whoever's here today, whoever got to watch it, you know, obviously thanks for coming, and let's mark it down and move on to the next.
Very much making our own history. Players. It started off, it seemed to me, at a million miles an hour, and continued for mostly like that for the first half. It was kind of wasn't a game where people really imposed themselves. How did it feel to you, the kind of derby atmosphere?
Yeah, it was, like you said, a million miles an hour. It's probably the best team we've played this season in terms of the movement it was doing. The wingers, tricky wingers keep coming in. Like I was running. you don't really get that much from me, but I was running today. I felt it towards the end. But yeah, it was a good game. Great to be a part of. Obviously for the fans as well, mainly more than ourselves. Great occasion, and like Geoff said, it was history.
Okay, Jack, similar sort of thing. I mean, quite sort of tense. You kicked from hands quite a lot more than I've normally seen you do.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, one of the things I wanted to sort of get into the players' heads in sort of the team talks was that we obviously know that a lot is riding on it from a fan sports perspective, but we couldn't really get drawn too much into the emotions. We had to obviously enjoy the spectacle that it was, but we had to go and do the job on the pitch and play our football, and I think we were pretty smart. I thought, to be honest, we were relatively comfortable throughout the whole game in terms of, you know, okay, possession, they had a few spells, we had a few spells, but we arguably could have been 2-3-0 going into half time. And yeah, it's just to see, you know, me, myself and Briggs and a few other boys that have been on the other side as well, and have seen, you know, just how much work, time and money and blood, sweat and volunteers and all that sort of stuff. You know, I remember, you know, breaking up the ground here when we got the keys back and all that sort of thing. So all that sort of stuff, it does play a little bit of a factor in a couple of people's minds or whatever. But just so happy to get this sort of deserved win that we deserved. And it's history, but to be honest, it's another midweek win on a Tuesday, and that's how we're seeing it until the next time we play.
Okay. The first goal, Briggsy, you and I have just talked about it as well, but one of the rare times that someone put a foot on the ball and then sprayed it out, we get a foul over by the touchline. You take the free kick. Noah gets on the end of it. Just before half time, perfect time to score.
Yeah, probably the best time to score. Little bit of kerfuffle with their players before it as well.
Yes.
Just to run up.
Yes, in which you weren't entirely blameless, but no yellow card.
I'll take the yellow card for the assist, I don't mind. But yeah, it was a good delivery. It's about time we got the end of one. Been doing it for a couple of weeks now. Finally getting on, and obviously the man himself, Noah, put it away.
Okay.
Main man.
Second half, they came into it. Jack, you made some saves. I said on Saturday. I actually said on Saturday that you hadn't made any saves. Now, much to be you made a couple of saves, but you did. You were called upon the second half, and then right at what we thought was like the beginning of added time, they get a goal from a corner. I think it swung in, some of the header down, it ends up in the net. At that point, everyone round the side is thinking, well, I've got a point, but this is a bit disappointing.
Yeah, that would have been a huge anticlimax, obviously. I actually thought we defended set pieces quite well on the whole. It's keeping that concentration with the new players coming to pitch to pick up their markers and sort of not let people get a free header. It wasn't the worst defended set piece in the world. It was actually quite a decent finish from the second knockdown. It was Junior was on the post and it was right in the side net, so it couldn't really do much. But we've shown that resolve so many times this season. Okay, we shouldn't be in a position where we have to go and claw a goal back in injury time, but we've done it so many times this season. And to be fair, like the subs that came on impacted, that final movement that was able to get us that goal. And yeah, I mean, surely we want to win it 2-1 in the last minute rather than having a nice easy
well, it's like 6 minutes in added time or whatever it actually was. But I mean, you've got a better memory than I have. Was it MK who went through for no or
No, it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay.
Alright, there was no who scored it outside the right foot. Lovely finish. But yeah, it caught them cold, I guess, a bit from the restart, or they were.
Yeah, I think that's what you actually get with credit to them. I think individually, I thought they were fantastic players, but it's so obvious that some of them didn't know each other, or that's what you get with some sort of teams and how they're sort of trying to. There's no right or wrong way to sort of build a team, but they have got a lot of talented players, a lot of young players as well. But we've shown in the last couple of games where we've got talented players and we work as a team as well, which is just double trouble for the other team. The amount of times we go off the pitch with people saying we're not any good, but we managed to win 4 or 5. No, that's part and parcel of we'll just take it every time.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've run 3 on the backs, and in the middle of the endless sequence of draws, that didn't seem very likely, and now suddenly we're pushing up. Talk about Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were more closer to winning games than losing games, so that's very important, isn't it? Because when you're drawing, I said it can go either way, and we always thought it was just that little bit of ruthlessness or a bit of composure would get us sort of across the line to start winning games, but the performances were getting better. And again, that's the bigger picture, really, looking at performances, because if you're winning here or there and your performance is not great, you can start winning or losing it, you can bounce. But because our performances have been so consistent over the last sort of 6 games, I would say, this is a result of it. And like the boy said, look, we score so many goals in injury time, it can't be by chance. It's because, as I said, it's a character trait that's built within the team. And with the bench that we've got at the moment and the squad that we've got and people sort of knocking on the door, it's so competitive at the moment, but it's healthy. It's healthy, you understand, and the players all wish each other on. We've got sort of different sort of WhatsApp groups with different departments, and it's good. That competition is there, and we just, as I said, the performance is there. So we're just going to keep sort of chugging away and see what we can do. We're at home again against Enfield, so we just want to maintain sort of our home form as well, get back to that, and then see where we are at our halfway mark, and then, as I said, bounce and see where we can go from there. There's no real ceiling.
On to Enfield.
On to Enfield, that's correct. What was it, attendance today?
786, I think.
It's on a Tuesday night, so again, thanks everyone for coming out for the historic occasion, and we hope to see a lot of you on Saturday.
Brilliant.
I want to just add on the fantastic support as well, and obviously, such a great time for us as a club and where we've come, but people still banging the drum for the right social causes, like the fight obviously to free Palestine and the sort of solidarity that was shown today in terms of what was announced in terms of the £1,000 donation, and it's just such an honour to be part of a club that wants to do that sort of thing. Even when we're having our own successes on the pitch, we don't often, so we always think about other stuff that we can improve and off the pitch as well in terms of the social setting as well, which is we want to be in anyone else.
It's a special club.